Thanks for having me again, guys. It's good to see you guys again. You know, the best thing about today is the weather was great. We got a little breeze today, and we practiced early. We already done with practice, and our first day was a pretty good day.
If you have questions, please raise your hand for the microphone.
Coach, can you discuss your quarterback situation? With Devin Powell possibly being hurt and Ryan still on the end. You know what's going to happen.
Well, as of right now, here's what it is. Devin was in the boot today. Hopefully his foot will go down, swelling to go down in his foot, and he'll be able to go. We don't know that right now. And Ryan had a couple throws early in practice, and he didn't do very much today. So what we got to do is we just got to wait till tomorrow, and then and by Thursday we'll definitely know. But tomorrow will be big. Third down is big.
And we just discussed DJ Palmer. How was a strange situation coming back in the middle of camp and then being able to possibly
Yeah,
take
absolutely. You know what, Ponders, he's a blessing to us because he came back. He missed camp. He missed a large portion of our camp, and then now he's thrust into a situation where he's going to play. He's going to definitely play on Saturday. He may be the starter.
Is it an ankle sprain?
For Powell, I think it's big toe. It's his big toe that's it's inflamed. It's swollen. I'm not saying turf toe because turf toe could be forever, but it's just right now. All we know right now is just inflamed. It's swollen. The swelling hadn't gone down, and he's in the boot.
When you approached last week, you were talking about how you're a little bit limited what you can do different players. With DJ stepping into a new offense, he really, he was out there during the spring, but not really, I guess, active would be the right word. Where is he in terms of the playbook? Are you limited by what you can run with him?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of those guys are. If you look at it, they are almost like two guys just learning the offense. So we definitely will be limited. And what I hope to do is, I think Arlene's will be back this week, and I hope to lean on the running game a little bit more. I think with him, he's a more experienced runner. We're going to have to. Now, that's if we can, if we can stay with him and maintain striking distance where we can run it a little bit more. But if they get out on us, we're going to have to throw it. And, no one wants to be one-dimensional.
When you were going into the season, Griffin was a big key for you. We talked about how important it was to keep him healthy so you didn't have to sort of scratch at his step, and here you are scratching at his step. You can sort of, talk a little bit about the situation that you're in and, what that probably brings to your offense.
Well, in this type of offense, the more experienced guy you are, the better off you'll be, just because it's the number of plays and the number of formations and how do you kind of get guys get teams off balance. Well, we don't have the real ability to really get them off balance like we want to. I thought the coaches did a great job. They did some quick screen stuff. They took advantage of a couple of things that we could. They did what we could, but it's just limiting us so much not having the experience back there. We didn't got a guy who didn't have the spring. He didn't get the installs 2 and 3 times like Griffin did. So we love to have Griffin back. I could see Powell playing in a role because he did some real good stuff on Saturday. And then Ponder, if he has to play, he'll also he'll be limited also, and we'll get the things that he can do best.
Can you talk about how fortunate you are to have DJ back and you're sitting gone playing for baseball? Literally, the team could have been down to fourth quarterback right now. Just how fortunate are you to have
You know what? Here's the like I said earlier. We're blessed to have him just because not only he's back, but he's a veteran guy. He's been in games before, and I mean he's not wide-eyed. I thought Powell would be more wide-eyed, but he wasn't. Powell was cool. He took some hits and stood in there and did some things real well, like I said. But DJ is a blessing. Now, here's what we didn't have the other day. We didn't have a bunch of center quarterback exchanges. We didn't have those problems. I expect not to have some of those problems again with DJ. And we really didn't. We had some turnovers, but he didn't fumble it. He didn't just do stuff that was uncharacteristic of a quarterback. And I expect those things also. Yeah, you know what? Here's what we are doing every time. from first week to now, we cutting back. Well, we got to cut back because of these quarterbacks. We're cutting back more and more, and hopefully there's some runs that we can stick to, and we can get, and we can sustain some drives by running the football a little bit. And if we can do that, I think the whole offensive line will look better and they'll gel better. But it's hard on Coach McDonnell. He's playing 9 guys, and out of the 9 guys, only 1 guy had any experience. They're starting to get a little bit better. Pass protection, it was leaky, but it was getting better. Some of the stuff is getting better. Now, here's another thing. We're playing against some teams now. You got a good SEC football team. You had a good physical Tulsa team. You had also the best team probably in the Big East with Rutgers. And I think Monroe's going to be a good team, but we'll get some breaks somewhere on the schedule. Schofield didn't do much today at all. We'd love to have him back, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for this game either. You know what I think? I think number one with this team is the quarterback. This quarterback is something else. It's another week where this quarterback I think is fantastic. I think he makes the ship go. If you watch the games, he righted the ship in Arkansas. He righted again the next week, and they should have won. They should have won all those games. They had an opportunity to win all of them. So the one thing is we got to, like I say, turn this quarterback into doing something. Make him, stop him from running it. Stop him from running it more so than stopping the run, and stop these 2 backs from running it. Hopefully they throw it, and hopefully they throw a couple of them to us. But I think they're playing outstanding.
TJ, after 3 games, what has surprised you pleasantly, unpleasantly?
Okay, the best thing, pleasantly surprised is these freshmen that come in. We have some freshmen that just come in. Monroe just walked in here. Doss, Baptiste. Every time you play a freshman, Saeed London, they doing something that's pretty doggone good. And that's the biggest surprise. I guess the worst thing about thus far this season is just our inability to run it. Now, special teams has been good. This freshman, Peter Picarelli's kicking it well. We had the one problem this time, but it was good. Rounds did a great job this week, on the returns. I thought he was, fantastic. We 1 guy away. But just we gotta sustain something. We gotta run the ball.
When you, I was talking with Wilson earlier this season, or earlier today, excuse me, he was talking about this season just been one thing after another. He's like, bring it on, basically, whatever the next adversity. I mean, I think you're kind of, in this, it's something different every week, a huge adversity. Usually losing a starting quarterback is the adversity of the season.
You know what? I'm glad today is probably the most normal day that we've had. Because it's been something every week. I walked in here today and it was like I don't have to make a grave announcement or anything like that. So you know what? Yeah, once we get into like I say, once we get into a pattern, once we get back into I would say our groove, I think we'll play a lot better. It's just hotel, it's going here, it's traveling here, and I mean it is what it is. Like I said, and I want to run a program with no excuses, but right now it's just we're going through our adversity and it's happening early, and it's good for it because we're learning a lot from it.
When you look at ULM's offensive, front line there, their offensive line seems to have done a great job for them this season. How do you match up and fit? I know your D-line is maybe a little smaller.
Yeah, we're gonna have those matchup problems, probably throughout the season size-wise because we aren't big up front. But I tell you what, with the way these young guys are covering, and I mean we are doing that. We got to get a little better pass rush, and John's doing a great job of getting a lot of guys in the game, keeping fresh troops going. The thing that we're not getting really worn down is just that we're just a little bit outmanned right now. We just got to play physical like they've done. And I thought they've done a pretty decent job, and continue to bring a lot of guys in the game, and I think we'll be okay.
Secondly, we've been through so much. Is this the week that you turn the page? As much as you want to respect Devon, you wear the 18 jerseys again, and like I said, try to get back to normalcy rather than having an emotional
Well, I think there would be something for him throughout because I think the players wanted. We had a meeting. I had a meeting with the Senior Leadership Council, and I asked that question to them, and they said, "No, he's one of us." So they want to do something, and like I said, I don't know exactly what it is, and hopefully we do turn the page. And the best thing about turning the page is winning. We can win a game here. Everything is well for a week until the following week. So and you love to play well. Just go out there and have some fun. I want it for these kids to just play well, and then you look up at the scoreboard. We got to win, and then now we'll feel what the hard work is all about. Darkwa, I think we. In our situation, we got to play Darkwa. I think Darkwa was our best back. Now, if he goes out this week and he limps around, then I'm thinking, yeah, But I think this is the cutoff week where you just got to play him.
Your offense, that's Sept. It's clearly not what you expect.
Right.
Do you think you basically see the bomb? Really,
I hope so.
Really only one direction to go at this point to get shut out. I mean, is there a little bit of, rallying?
You know what? I just hope so. You love to have all your troops, but you don't. And it's just unfortunate. Some of the teams we played are pretty good. They have pretty good defenses, and we just you're right. We just we got to play better. We got to play better. But again, our challenges are here it is. We may be playing our third quarterback. It's no excuse, but it is what it is. So we just got to play better.
And two, if you got into an emergency Saturday, is Darian your fourth quarterback?
No, not right now. He's not the fourth quarter. We got Jorgie, and then we also have Bro. Bro would probably be the next guy up, fourth and fifth. And no, I don't really. It's early. We're not looking at the FBS now. We're looking at statistics too much. We're just looking at trying to improve daily. Statistics are good. If we were number one, we'd want to be better. I've been number one offense, and we're number one offense. And I know last year we were number one offense at the Saints, and that wasn't good enough. So it won't ever be good enough. And right now we're not where we want to be, but we'll get there. We'll get there once we get a little bit more stability. And once our trigger man is coming back and he has some skin under his belt. Anything else? Thank you, guys.
Thanks.